And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, we're set. 19, 59, 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 50 points down, he's coming. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. 56, pull it, half. 54. Down and go.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. 75 yards, and the Texans have taken the early lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their own 26. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards.
First down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. The give is to Bell. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Here's Darnold. He hits Herndon over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 22 yards there, a first down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away. Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Here's Darnold. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And now out comes Houston. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
25, check 25, check 25. Hey, 59.
Now it's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll toss it to Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Does the big boy have the juice? 20. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Now Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown run, and the Jets have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 63 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. These two teams all tied after one.
Mike, check 55, Mike. Ready? Mike 55, Mike. Hey, C6, C6. That's the way. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Watch the out, watch the touch.
To throw on second down is Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now Darnold. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Brandon Copeland gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Check 24, check 24. Mike 54. Mike 54. Record. Check 50, check 50.
To throw is Watson. And he's going to go down again. Jordan Jenkins, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brandon Copeland able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 4th down, so the Texans dial up the number of their 2nd-year punter, Trevor Daniel, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 10. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Jets.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got a 1st down and then some in midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
17 yards. 1st down, Jets.
go, set. 55. Check back.
On first down, it's Bell. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Check Alpha. Check 55 to Mike. In your
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away.
Let's go.
At their own 12-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Watson steps away to his left. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Hey, reset. 19. 54. Come on.
A final shot before the break. Watson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Darnold from the gun. That's complete. It's Bell. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the 39.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Darnold down to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Out left to Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
And the Jets 1st down.
Here goes Hut. No game on this defense, no game. Hey, watch it. Kill. Waiting. Check. 80 weapons.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Push him back.
Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, there's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Watson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Switch. Hey, 24. Hey, 24. Mike's 54. I got one.
Here's Watson. Flush to his right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Back now in Houston, all square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter.
Mike, 19. Alert. I'm coming after you. Slam.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Come on. Jump.
A give the first man through Gillespie of the fullback. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans have broken the tie.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything in the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start this with a run for Powell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Bell. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Miller. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm coming. You go take. You got take. You got Alpha.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Carry now for Lamar Miller. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Check.
Watson with a give to Miller. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
So Houston going to come. And, it wasn't a shutout.